part two. I hadn't planned on there being quite such a gap between them, but things have been really busy lately, and you know, it's just kids and work and school and, you know, kids. So today we have part two to share with you, and I'm so excited because it's just been amazing to hear feedback and to be a part of your lives and a part of your homes, and for you guys to tell us that we've inspired you to paint your walls a certain color or to make it really your own. That just brings us so much joy. So we're so happy that these videos are able to do that for you. And don't forget, you can always visit us at houseofvalentina.com. We have links to Pinterest, Instagram. We're there basically every day, and so it's a little bit harder for us to get videos up every day, but you can always find us on Instagram, so it's easier for us to update there. But well, let's get started. Let me show you the rest of the house. Two spaces that we needed to renovate before we did the floors were the powder room, which has this absolutely amazing black and white marble floor. I could die. It's so beautiful. And I splurged on that gorgeous vanity. I just had to have it. I loved the fact that it saved us space, but it gave us more room than the pedestal that was in there. But having a place to put the towel over that little bar, and then just having a spot for soaps and some flowers, it was just perfect. The laundry room that's right next to it just kind of goes with it, but it's a little bit more utilitarian. Recently, I just got into this really big spring infusion kind of thing, and so I switched out some of the artwork in there and made it more garden-like, and I just think that's what's so great about a space, is that it doesn't have to be once and done, but I like to switch out my artwork, and I do pretty often. So now that it's spring and I'm dying to have some florals somewhere, I put some of my favorite artwork into the laundry room, and it makes me feel really happy. And I think that's how you should feel when you're doing your laundry. As you go up the stairs, I replaced the carpet on the stairs with this really cool chevron print. I absolutely love this rug. It's so beautiful. I took forever to decide. I originally thought I was gonna do black and white, but I thought that something with a little bit of a cream in there would perfectly segue us up to the carpet upstairs. I chose this to really segue those two floors and make it seamless. I also painted the banister black, which I just enjoyed so much. It just adds a little bit of drama, and it's very elegant, and it's the perfect way to take us up to the kids' bedrooms. The boys share a bedroom. They have always shared a bedroom. They've always been together, and so far my oldest son has not asked to have his own room. He did mention it once, and I was like, ooh, your brother will hate that, and he hasn't mentioned it since. So for now, the two of them are still sharing a room, and they have got the coolest space. It has a TV, it has its own sofa, they have an area where my sons can play the keyboard, and another one can be at the computer, and this entire space just really works for them. They really wanted something that had black and white. They asked for that themselves. That kind of is what started everything else with the rest of the house. They just really liked that Danish style that they had grown up with, and that's what they asked for. And then I got to include some of my older son's favorite color, which is blue, and the younger with green. And so I just tried to combine some of their favorite elements and their favorite things. And the space is, this is how they live in their space. And a lot of times it's covered in Nerf bullets. It's not always perfect, but it's their space, and it's something that they really enjoy, and I think that that's really cool. I had thought about changing out the bedding, and both boys informed me that they loved their bedding and they did not want it changed, so I added one gingham pillow to the mix, and that was it, because they really liked their bedding. It's very soft linen from H&M Home. It's amazing the quality that you can get from there. That's why I shop there all the time. In between the boys' bedroom and my husband's office is a bathroom. And I decided, you know what, we're renovating the rest of the house. Let's just go ahead, paint this thing white, put in the boys' choice of flooring. And I let them go to the tile store and pick out whatever tiles they wanted, and they chose this large hexagon. And I think it just is perfect because the other part of the bathroom where the toilet and the bathtub are, that tile was in great shape, so I didn't really need to change it. And this tile just kind of combined those two rooms because originally it was carpet. Yeah, that's kind of gross to have carpet in the bathroom, even if it is out where the sink is. It's just gross. We just needed to change it. And of course, my boys are in love with Copenhagen because that is where they grew up. And so I had to put the Copenhagen poster in there for them. My husband's office is not done. It's really in a transitional time. When we first moved in, he wanted to have lots of vintagey stuff, and it was packed full of things, and it was navy blue and it was dark, and he was just kind of tired of it. And so one day I just decided, okay, I'm gonna paint this white too. And so I just got in there and started painting it white, and he just absolutely loves the way that it looks now. He feels really bright and light. The neighbors cut down the trees that were originally just taking away all the light out of there. So it was just really nice for him to have a space that felt light and airy. Again, that sort of ethereal feeling that you're close to the heavens and in the clouds. I think that's why we like this white color so much. But he also likes modern things. He likes things with a patina. And so I tried to include all of those elements into his space. And eventually we'll do a little bit more with that room, but I don't know. But for now, he's happy with it. That's all that matters. My daughter's room is across the catwalk, and I always say you have to strut your stuff as you go across the catwalk. Everybody that visits, I tell them that. Anyone that visits is probably like, yeah, she actually has told us that, like every time we come to visit. But her room is, it's her. It is a burst of sunshine and rainbows, and it's full of color, and it's bohemian. It's her. I let her choose what she wanted. We just gave her a base where she could have the base bed in there, and it was very simple, and that way she could put all of her extra stuffed animals in there. And then we had found that cool shelf at Goodwill, and even though I offered to buy her something maybe a little bit more expensive, she was appalled that I would even suggest that that wasn't the best thing that had ever existed on the planet. And so we left it just as it is. She also has this really cool mood board. It started out with just a few pictures, and it's just exploded into this enormous wall. And I think that that's really cool. I love the fact that she has a place to express herself and to collect all of her favorite things. She has a fish tank. She loves marine biology, and her pup loves to sleep with her. So it's her space, and she very kindly allowed me to share this space with you because as an 18-year-old, you might imagine that this is not, she's ready for a little bit of privacy. She has a bathroom that's attached to her bedroom, which of course is why she chose that bedroom, because it is a little bit on the smaller side. But having her own bathroom is perfect for her. It just means that she has her privacy. We're not in her space, we're not in her face, and she just loves having that separate wing on that side, and she's filled her bathroom with all of her favorite soaps and perfumes and all of her little things that she loves, and it's just hers. We created a home that would feel like us, a space that is never the same because we are always trying things and experimenting with new ideas. And I always tell people, I'm so glad that you enjoyed the house today, but when you come back, it's unlikely to look the same as it did today. And I don't think anyone's ever seen it the same twice. I like to experiment with colors and textures and pillow arrangements and different things. And so this was the perfect house for us. I love the way that the sun dapples through the trees, and I love the gray color of the exterior and the cute porch where we get to sit and watch the kids as they play kickball with the neighbors down in the street, and everybody's walking their dogs. And this entire neighborhood, this street, was just pure magic to us, and it has really felt like this European little community where they're a little bit closer together, and it's really cute, but also like that ultimate Mayberry feel where everybody kind of knows each other, and and cares for one another. It's amazing. So I know we have a few finishing touches that we'll be putting on it and some things that we'll want to play. It just feels like, oh, okay, now we've got that base done. Now we get to just play and just enjoy it. So I hope that you've enjoyed our tour. I hope that you've enjoyed visiting with us, and I hope to see you very soon. Be sure to visit us at houseofvalentina.com. That's where we'll have more pictures to share and of course more stories and inspiration. And if you haven't already hit subscribe, and that way you won't miss all the future projects that we have coming up. I'll see you soon. Bye.